What's up, guys? Devin Zander here from Delivery Driver to CEO podcast. We haven't done an episode in I don't know how long. Oh, God, I'm sick. Sorry about that. That was gross. But I want to talk to you guys about something really important because, we help a lot of people build online businesses. We help them build successful e-commerce brands, and we help people generally make a lot of money. Typically, if you're following us, it's because you want to make more money. Am I right? Sorry, I sound funny. I am sick. Now, you want to make more money, you want to change your life, you want a better life, you want to take more vacations, more trips, buy better whatever, not have to worry about bills, get fancy cars, take your loved ones out to dinners, take care of your grandkids or your children, or you want to just have a bunch of money so you can show off and be the coolest person in your neighborhood. I don't know. But the point is you want to make more money for whatever your reasons are. Now, there is a complaint that I have been seeing out there, which is, Devin, I don't have time for this. I just want something that can just make me money with no work. And look, I hear you. I want that too. And in fact, I have been working on my 10 commandments for business. And I think that you should be able to make $300,000 a year working no more than 3 hours a day. That is my true belief. However, for those of you who say, I want to make more money, I just don't have time for this. It's like, dude, who are you fooling? You're not fooling me, I'll tell you that, because I can guarantee you that your time is not spent that efficiently. How much time do you spend on Instagram? How much time do you spend on TikTok? How much time do you spend watching TV? And you might think to yourself, well, I need TV. It's my only way to relax, Devin. And okay, fair enough, right? That being said, you might equate TV with relaxation. You might equate it with freedom. Let me ask you this. What would life be like? How much more would you be able to relax and have freedom if you made way more money? Okay? You might have freedom or enjoyment by watching TV, but what are you giving up? Give up the TV, give up whatever for now, and then 5 years down the line, you can have freedom of real substance. Not freedom that's like, oh, I can finally watch the TV and relax. No. The freedom to move wherever you want, to do whatever you want, to spend your days however you want, to take trips and stay on those trips as long as you want. That's real freedom. That's like real autonomy. There's two types of freedom. There's, menial freedom. Menial freedom, which is like I get to watch TV, I get to go on TikTok, I get to go on Instagram, which is like, yeah, you're enjoying yourself, but your life is not going to get any better and you're still going to be stressed out. And then there's freedom through discipline, which is just doing the work. And then in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, then you can literally have real freedom to do whatever you want. But you have to give up the menial freedom in the meantime. Because the menial freedom, the TV, right, the Instagram, the TikTok, the going out and drinking and stuff like that, it doesn't serve you long term. It might feel good in the moment, and it might feel like you have freedom, but it doesn't serve you long term. And, getting rid of that will open up time for you. But I want to point something out to you guys as well, because there has never been an opportunity like there is today to get as much done with as little work as possible thanks to AI. So if you're a customer of ours, for instance, we have Avatar IQ, which will write your ads for you. It will design your products for you. It will do your product descriptions. It'll do a slew of other things for you, right? I want you to realize that in the past, even like 2 years ago, you did not have any of that, okay? You had to design the product yourself, or you have to pay a designer. Super time consuming. You had to write ads yourself. Super time consuming. You had to write product descriptions. Super time consuming. It required a lot of creativity. It required a lot of deep work and thinking and effort. Now you push a button and you get world-class designs that you can sell. You get world-class ad copy based on our HIC method, right? It's like, if you think you don't have time now, dude, people were getting this stuff done years ago. We used to do all of this manually. That was time consuming. What you're saying you don't have time for now, that's nothing. And now I feel like I used to have to walk 6 miles in the snow to get to school. Like guy, yeah, I feel like that. Now I understand Grandpa, when he said that. Grandpa, I get it. But it's true. You have it so easy. You have so much opportunity. It's never going to be easier than it is right now, okay? But the bad thing about it being easier and it requiring less time is that means it's easier for your competition too. And there's going to be more people coming in. They're not here yet, okay? This is your chance to strike while the iron is hot, before everyone else figures out about this. If you want to change your life, if you want real freedom, you have the time. You're just not prioritizing this. And yeah, it's work. That's what you're not prioritizing, the work. It is easier to sit on Instagram or TikTok, isn't it? I know, I'm not stupid. I go to the bathroom, I'll sit on the toilet for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes sometimes because I'm on Instagram or TikTok. But I did the work for the past 10 years to unlock that. And we've given you the roadmap. We've given you the tools. We've helped you automate it. You have no excuses. When you say you don't have the time, you're lying to yourself because maybe you're too scared of failure. You're too scared of people will think you're dumb or something if you don't succeed. But you have to realize what you're giving up is the future that you want. By saying you don't have time and not putting in your full effort, you're giving up on your future. All those things you want, the freedom, the cars, the houses, taking care of your family, just not worrying about bills, maybe a slightly nicer house, maybe getting out of the ghetto. I don't know. Everyone has their own reasons. But if you just make excuses like, I don't have the time, when it's literally less time consuming than ever, that's what you're giving up. You're giving up your potential future. So I just wanted to get that out there. Thank you guys. This is Devin Zander. This has been the From Delivery Driver to CEO podcast. Maybe I'll come back with more episodes. Who knows? See you guys.